What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View here on a Thursday. Hello to everyone. And yes, Jill does the biggest high of all time from Disney World.
She said she had the hiccups.
We've been having a great time in our private chat with her, and so shout out to Jill. She'll be back next week. But yes, we are here, guys. We are back, and we're here for a really, really good match as we are doing Rushmore and Lightning Time, second round of the teams tournament. Two of the top tier teams this season so far, and one of them is going home today. So before we get to that, Molly, Brian, how you guys doing on this Thursday? Everyone good?
Better than Jill.
I have been enjoying her like random pictures and like her IG stories. I'm just like, I want to go to Disney so bad, and so I'm trying to live vicariously through her Instagram.
Absolutely.
Stories.
I believe she's in what, Mexico right now?
She is finished. So she drank around the world today
for the second day in a row.
For some reason, she decided to stop where tequila is the last drink. Lord help you.
I think that makes a lot of sense because tequila is technically an upper, so it might give you like that last little boost of energy that you need to finish the night.
I mean, it's an upper when you drink it, but it might be a downer in the morning. So
sure.
I think the whole trip around the world ends up being a downer in the morning. See, now I'm not, no shock, I'm not a drinker. So if I am doing that trip around the world, I'm doing food. Every single one of them.
Absolutely.
Boop, 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 boop. Well, you're doing both, so that doesn't count.
Absolutely. That's the only way to do it.
Be careful if you... Ooh, cool. Be careful if you go to Germany, because last time we did Epcot, we went to Germany, and they had an all-you-can-eat buffet there, and we just felt so sick afterwards because we ate so much food.
I would go for pretzels.
You have to pace yourself. For sure.
I kind of like
perfect drink snack.
If I'm going to Epcot, I don't even think I'm riding rides that day. I think I'm just eating food.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do Epcot properly and like spend a good amount of time eating and like trying food and drinks at each country, I could see spending a whole day there.
Because I mean, there's not very many rides in Epcot, is there?
No.
When I went to Disney World, we didn't go to Epcot. All I know is that there's the Frozen ride, which he would be on.
I think
I'd ride that over and over and over again.
Is that the one that has the like snowy mountain, the Yeti ride?
No idea.
That's Animal Kingdom.
Okay, I'm just thinking of that because last time I went to Epcot, we went straight to Animal Kingdom afterwards, and we were pretty drunk, and we did the Avatar ride, and it was amazing.
Ooh.
Blew our minds.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, Brian, here's the key. Once we are able to go as like a group in POV, we have two experts in Molly and Jill. Easy.
Yeah, one in drinking and one in
drinking.
I guess drinking at this
one
point.
In drinking and one in drinking.
Yeah. I'm just there.
All we need.
I'm just going to be there for the food. Give me all the food.
Drinking does not make me a less fun tour guide.
Absolutely not. If anything, it improves.
It improves the tour guidingness, if you will. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll hear about that a little bit later on from Jill. She'll be back next week, as we mentioned. Also, to patrons, I did send a message out, but we are going to push our patron hangout to next week. That way, Jill can join us.
So we have the whole group together. She's going to have.
It's going to be the perfect. Yes, we want to make sure the stories are told to all of you patrons privately in our hangout. So that'll be next week. But for now, let's get to this match, guys, because this is a big one. We have Rushmore, John Roca, JTE for the FinTalk Exchange up against Lightning Time, Ethan Irwin, and Liz Shannon Miller, 4 top-tier players. And look, the beginning of the season, everyone laughed at FinStock for choosing JTE as one of his 3 free agents, right? So far,
everyone laughed at me for picking him in fantasy, too.
Excuse me, you auto-drafted JTE, so you didn't technically pick him, but that's okay. That's okay. But look, so far, it is paying off huge dividends, right? He beat Goddard in a singles match earlier this year. In his match with Roca, he went perfect in the first round. He played incredible. And so far, JTE is looking not just as good as he was, but possibly even better. Maybe the time off really helped him. And Roca may have found a great partner in JT. And on the flip side, you have the 2 best friends of the Schmoedown, Liz Shannon Miller and Ethan Irwin, who are doing great things so far for the usual suspects. Let's just go around the table real quick about our picks before we get going. Molly, I'll start with you.
I'm lightning time all the way, baby.
Fair enough. Brian?
I love them as a team, and no shade to JTE or Roka. I'm sure if Roka sees this, he'll be mad at me. But
is he ever not mad though?
He already responded to one of our tweets with like some kind of face. So whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Interesting. I am going with Rushmore on this one.
Yeah, I'm Rushmore too. I think it's going to be a very close game. Because it's obviously Ethan Irwin, Liz Shannon Miller, and Roka and JT. And I think that the TKO, that Liz got earlier this year from Roka is going to drive her a little bit. And Ethan always plays great. I'm very interested to see what the wheel does because I'm interested to see what the wheel looks like, first of all, because all four of them have very different strengths. But yeah, I'm gonna give the slight edge to Rushmore.
Oh, boo! You're my partner for Rushmore.
Yeah, I have Roka.
Ugh. Jill has Liz. Who has?
Are you talking? Oh, the fantasy stuff. Yeah.
Frank has Ethan.
Oh, so we
want them to lose. We want them to go down. Frank, I know you're a rundown right now, but I want you to go down.
I think you would take over first place if they win. Aren't you over half a point?
I'm taking over that spot, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Maybe I want lightning time.
All right, let's go and start this off. We'll start with the promo because I don't believe there's an intro scene, Brian.
No, there isn't.
Cool. Control's yours, man.
Drive kicks in, and it rivals anyone that we've ever seen in the movie trivia.
This is a great comment by Chuck. Do you know what happens when Rushmore gets struck by lightning? Same thing as everything else.
Eric Nerd Chronic, our incredible editor, has put together a promo that features John Roka's first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show, where the movie Trivia Schmoedown debuted. Let's take a look.
If this sets the tone for how this team's tournament is going to go, oh man, are people in for a treat?
Oh, thanks.
I beat Roka twice, so happy to do it for a third time.
Woo!
Here we are again.
Ohio.
Okay, goodness.
Versus John Stephen Roka.
Ethan Irwin, Liz Shannon Miller. Well, I already took care of Liz Shannon Miller. TKO'd her to start off the season and send a message to everybody about the Finstock Exchange. And now here I come face to face with a man I've played so many times but been unable to beat in the Schmoedown.
I have beat John Roka. Every
Roka
time
really needs to just use some earbud or not some like earbuds and
We all saw how round one went. Okay, lightning time.
If he's gonna wear the hat,
they're here to play.
I mean, kudos to him for
this is gonna be a good part to breathe.
Willing to sit there and adjust them every 5 seconds.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna pull my weight this time, and I think it's gonna be a pretty good time.
The last time I played somebody who I hadn't beaten ever, I took them to a live event and then beat them, and now that man's riding by my side.
Brian Ward, please put this on the poster next time.
You never know who
please put this
is going to be put in your path for what reason.
I feel confident me and Roka could beat any team that we face.
They're no strangers to the movie Trivia Schmoedown, but Ethan and Liz are on a mission, and this is just the second round of that mission.
People still doubting us after that TKO. Well, we're looking to handle business against Lightning Time. Because the one thing JT and I want as multiple time tag team champions is to get those belts back on our shoulders. Let the whole Schmoedown world get ready. Because Rushmore is coming.
John, coming for you one more time.
Lightning time is going to strike.
One more time.
I forgot about the fact that Sam's going to be here too. Just lurking over Roka in the background.
Absolutely. All right. Interesting. Not everyone shot a promo for this one, but that's okay. It was the two people that mattered with Roka and Irwin. So,
like we said,
and Sam's always getting his word.
A lot of talk, a lot at stake, because this is also a big match for both the Finstock Exchange and the usual suspect.
Down. Introducing first, representing
the usual suspects. With a record of 1 win, no defeats, Lightning, Liz, Shannon Miller, and big time, Ethan Irwin. Lightning time! Lightning time is here, and Liz, I got to start with you. That match that you guys had together, and we talked about it in the post, but the amount of trust that the two of you had, being able to play with Ethan, does that take you into a more comfort zone getting into a match like this against JT and Rocha?
I mean, it's just great to know he's in my corner. And, like, as always, it's the questions really you're playing, but it's, knowing that we'll be working together entirely on round 2 and partly in round 3, like that makes round 1 feel a lot more relaxed to me.
Yeah, and Ethan, as you kick back from your studio apartment in Toledo, Ohio, you hear Christian talk about where you could go with this team. You certainly have the potential to win this tournament, to get that number 1 contender shot, to possibly hoist
Starter you did
belt
miss
again. Do you get
Molly's
any
got
of
lightning
those
time,
visions
and
dancing
Brian
in
and
your
I
head
got
like
Rushmore.
sugar plums around the holidays, or do you and Liz, when you talk, just focus on the next match?
I think definitely, that's always somewhere in the back of our minds. But I remember, from before, it really is something, if you think about it too much, it can really kind of overtake your thoughts. So certainly taking it one match at a time. And I will say this.
We're quiet.
Look, Liz beat JT. I beat Rocha
twice,
3 times technically. If you
not
count,
enough chatter today.
Him and Viviani. So I'm not super.
We're quiet, or
concerned.
there's
And
just
I'll say
like a
this
quiet
also,
news day.
The thing about Rushmore is this.
Interesting.
Yes.
I can talk more
It is
about the
built on
news.
legends. Every face up there is a legend.
Nowhere has gas.
But also, every face up
That's
there
true.
is old and dead.
Maybe
So,
Alex might.
Make of
but
that what
I don't
you
know
will.
about
Alex
it.
Well,
might.
with that, the team of Lightning Time, Liz, Shannon Miller, Ethan Irwin, ready to take on the old dead guys. All right, here we go.
The old dead
guys.
Their opponents, representing the Finstock Exchange,
The old dead guy.
with a record
That was
of
good.
1 win, no defeats.
Look at Christian
and 1
making a funny.
knockout. They are the team of the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, Little Evil JTE, and the former 2-time Movie Trivia Schmoedown Teams Champion, the former 2-time Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
What an
champion of
intro.
the world,
Goodness.
John, the Outlaw, Rocha. This is Rushmore. The team of Rushmore. Both
Give it up for the
JTE
geriatric
and Rocha.
team.
So there's that dance again.
Rocha
This
in
is 2
pants.
weeks in a row.
Not pants.
Oh.
Basketball
All
shorts.
the single champs. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
JT,
I love
I
it.
know you, and I know that you're always looking for some kind of revenge, one way or another. I know it sticks in your call about Liz
What is
Shannon
on
Miller.
his shirt?
I know that when she beat you last time, that was in her rookie season. It was a big win for her.
I don't know.
So how is it now going up against both Ethan and Liz?
I always want to play the best players, so I'm excited to finally get in the ring with Ethan. Liz, I agree with you. I think maybe the game didn't quite play to me the way it does in the past. Some of those questions I got against her were pretty rough. Listen, we are Rushmore. We are up there in the sky. You look up and you see the legends. These two haven't done anything yet. If we're Rushmore, they're that giant ball.
They haven't done anything yet. Ethan Irwin was a single
like
champ,
Iowa or
dude.
something that's like off the highway and sells little.
They're
hats,
both 1-1
newspapers, little pamphlets.
or 1-0.
They're not even close
Like-
to being to what we are, Rushmore.
He did win a
So,
title.
It's hard to take them too seriously, but the second you don't respect your opponent in this game is when you lose. I respect them both enough to beat them.
All right, Outlaw, the question for you is this. It's a team's match, but you heard Ethan, and Ethan not shy about reminding folks about your and his history together. So how do you make sure that Ethan is the Detroit Pistons to your Chicago Bulls when you're finally able to topple him and then seal your run at a championship?
I got to be honest with you. I was meditating that I didn't hear a damn word he had to say. People who live on past glories are people who live in the past. This is the present. Live in the present.
He just
Any meditation
explained
teacher
himself
worth his
exactly
will
to
tell you
a
that.
T.
Live
Hot
in the
meat
present.
kettle.
This match has not been played. The questions have not been
the
answered.
Snake Jazz,
We have
Mr.
no
Snake
idea
Jazz,
who's going to win.
That's fine. He's
So
a heel.
It's toe-to-toe. Whatever
heels
happened
also
in the
talk the
past
truth.
happened in the past. I'm focused on the present and in the future. That's
They don't
what
just
I'm
BS.
all about. So let him say what
Sorry.
he needs to
Not
say.
sorry.
It's irrelevant to me. We come to play. Do we know the answers or do we not?
Laser
And as
Bolt.
JT
That's what we
just
were
said,
trying to figure out. What
you bad to
what
look
movie
over
that
at your
shirt
opponent.
is from,
I
or
respect
what
both
that
of
shirt
them.
is
So
from.
let's get it on.
Well,
I've heard
John,
multiple-
you
I've
say
seen
you
multiple things
mentioned
in
the
the
past here, and
comments.
I
I
have
don't
to
know what it
ask
is
you.
Yeah, I
exactly.
saw
It
Rocky,
seems like there's
Bruce
always
Lee.
some kind of thing in the
JTEs.
past whenever you play
Maybe
Sam
it's a
Levine.
Bruce Lee movie.
Any words for Sam going into this match, knowing that you've got this?
Not really.
I didn't
Wow.
watch wrestling, bro.
All right.
Sorry.
Wow, I'm sure that Sam's actually probably pretty shocked. He is.
What's up, guys? It's Brett Sheridan from
Hi,
Schmoedown,
Brett.
and I'm here today to talk to
Hi.
you about CBD. Now, the thing with CBD, it's not about
Yeah, I don't
what
watch.
you feel. It's
I
about
mean,
what you don't.
I'm
feel.
sure a lot of people
50% off
love
and
it,
free
but I don't
shipping
watch
on your
the
first
Schmoedown
order.
for the
It's a
wrestling
great deal.
aspects.
Feels
It adds a fun
.com
twist, but
/
I love the storylines, and
Go
I've
do it now.
caught on to the character side of it, but I didn't
Lightning
start
time
watching because of
has
the wrestling part of it. That's for sure.
arrived.
I watched it because of the trivia
They
part of
are
it.
here. What
I'll
are the
start
rules
watching
around the
Heels with
Yes, we
Stephen
have rules,
Amell.
and thank goodness.
I've had that
for
show on my radar
This
for
is a
so long.
team match.
I
which
had it
means
longer
8
than you.
questions in
Okay.
round number
Okay.
1. These questions will be
All right,
asked
everybody.
to
Thank
the
you so much for
field
joining
of
us, hanging out with us here on a
different corners of
Thursday
movie trivia Schmoedown
as we
know how
watch
each
Rushmore
question's
versus
worth 1
Lightning
point.
Time.
There's
We'll
no
be playing
penalty for
along
missing a question.
point for point,
There's no
question for
stealing
question. First
in
round goes
round number
whiteboard and
1. We'll
whiteboard.
ask the question.
And
You have
then
about 15
see who can
seconds
get
to
it
that
first in the
correct
second and
answer
third
onto whatever
round.
writing surface you prefer.
This one should be
Again, it's a
interesting
team
because we
format,
have
but round number
4
1 is an
top
individual
players in this
exercise
match who
of
could answer
trivia.
very
Know how
quickly on a
you
lot
may
of
not
questions in
rely on
round
the
2 and
strength of your
3.
teammates
So we'll see
to
how
get
we
a
can.
correct answer in round number 1. Each team has 3 usages
Yes,
of
Billy.
the JTE
Yes,
rule throughout
Billy.
the duration of the match, named for one of these people in
It's
these
pronounced
windows. If you're not sure you
wrestling.
heard a question, you want to
Wrestling.
buy yourself another 15
I meant
seconds to
this.
get that
That's why
correct answer.
it's been on
probably gonna
Jake's
be
radar.
misspelled in someone's case.
No,
Use the
I'm sorry,
JTE
guys.
rule. You also each have
I
one
watched
challenge
every
as a
season of
squad you may
Arrow,
use
even though
at
the
any
crappy
point
ones
throughout
were
the
crap.
3-round match.
And I've
You
been
can
following
initiate
Stephen
the
Amell
challenge.
for a long
We'll
time
bring
and
man
hoped he would
you
book
may
a good
donate to
role.
your heart's content.
And he
We'll do
finally got a good
arguments,
role in heels. And then he just
ultimately
brought
we'll do
Alexander Lundgren
manage,
with them.
confirming
So
and ratifying
win-win.
that said challenge is
I-
taking place.
Those
are the rules.
Code
Christian,
8 was
and with
good.
that, to
I
avoid
like
any
that.
Also,
challenges
Bonnie
up front, I am
Somerville
being
is
told
in
that yes,
heels.
Roka is correct.
Oh,
This
is she
match
really?
has
Yeah,
not
she
been
plays-
played
she
yet.
plays a wrestler.
And also, Ethan is correct.
Nice.
Unfortunately, Teddy
She,
Roosevelt
her and her
is no
brother,
longer
or her and her cousin, or something, or is like a
Just a reminder
tag
to
team or
everybody
something like that.
who
I
is
don't know.
watching. First of all, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the alert button. Make sure you get notifications when that comes in for every match.
Yes,
that we
Stephen
do,
Amell is
all the
always a
daily
win,
content.
Rachel. You are
hit
correct.
that button now. Make sure you do it and let the English see you do it. All right. So now,
Also, leave a comment down below. Tell people how much you enjoyed this match. All of that is important.
thank you, John. All right. So we asked the team.
I thought he
Is
was
this the
Just
first
how
time
much
we've seen that
you
on
love
a
him.
match? Like someone doing that?
Yeah, let's do this.
I think
Roka,
that's
are
the
you
first time
ready?
we've seen that.
I'll follow my brother's lead. Let's do this.
them
Liz,
like
you ready?
saying
Yeah.
subscribe and like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Always
yeah.
be closing.
Billy, you're pulling at my heartstrings. For Valhalla!
Round number 1. Question number 1. We're going to start with directors. Which famous filmmaker made his feature directorial debut with the 1974 drama The Sugarland Express? All 4. If you're writing down here, Mark.
Look at these legends, Christian. I mean, we got 4 legends here, and they're hanging out with us. Why?
I'm just gonna go with my
5,
typical guess.
4,
Your
I don't-
typical guess might be right.
1. Pens down. please.
Spielberg.
Start
Is
with-
it really?
Oh my god, is it?
It is Spielberg.
That was my go-to also.
It is Spielberg.
Literally the only director
John
I
Roka.
ever guess.
Steven Spielberg?
And Liz.
Steven Spielberg.
I don't know
I-
why.
Okay,
Every
well
time I
tied
hear a
up. We're
director
gonna start
category,
with
all of them
question
flood
number
out
2.
of my brain.
Yes, we are, and that is in the
I have
category of
heard that
famous actors
title
and
before, so
actresses.
maybe I knew that
If you think their
somewhere
work
back
is
in the
good,
back of
you
my
should
head.
look at their bank account. Your question for a point: which actress appeared in the films Just to Go With It, Rumor Has It, and Bruce Almighty? Out of those 3 movies, Christian, how many did you see at the Talking Pictures, at the cinemas, at the
Bruce
multiplex?
and Bruce Almighty.
I think
one for me.
Almost for
two.
Almost.
I think so.
Five.
5, 4, 3,
3.
2,
2.
1. Pens down, please. Ethan Irwin.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, is it?
Oh
Yes,
my God.
John Rogan.
Are you serious?
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh my God.
Yes, now we can.
I remember her
Liz.
from Bruce Almighty.
Yeah,
though,
that's-
like I don't know anything about
And
those other two movies.
Jennifer Aniston.
Just Go With It actually is like a
4-4 as we
guilty
get to
pleasure comedy. I
question
really
number
enjoy Just Go With
3.
It.
This is
Huh.
Oscars.
Look at us.
Robert Duvall received a Best Supporting Actor nomination for which
Oh,
2014
what's the name of that
courtroom drama
movie?
that starred Robert Downey Jr.
Courtroom dramas. I don't know those really well.
I love a good courtroom drama. You know,
Yeah.
This
I
was the
wonder
only
what, like,
movie
that they do in the movies.
that Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, it's
did
a
during his
totally
MCU
it's a total
run,
role-based system.
and it did so bad at the box office. He
One.
never did another
One.
movie outside of MCU
And-
again.
Pens
Oh,
down,
he did
please.
Doolittle.
And we start here with John Roca.
That was after.
Judge? Yes.
And
Was it after? I thought it was like right at the
The
end.
judge.
It was after Avengers.
You froze,
Yep.
but we got it.
I saw
we
it.
got
I saw
we
it.
got Okay, JT
Hi, Taylor.
and Ethan.
The judge.
Absolutely. Okay, 6-6. Good start here for both teams as we're now going to get to question.
Wait, Taylor
4.
popped in? I don't see. Oh, there she is up there.
Outfit's still perfect, and we move to the category of action
Taylor.
/ adventure.
You're only watching
And the
because it's been
question,
stock. Let's be real.
Which action franchise features Bruce Willis, Sienna Miller, Channing Tatum, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Franchise?
I thought that was a thinker, but it seems like folks are writing that one down pretty quickly.
It's funny that there's a question
5,
about this today because there is
4,
a reveal
3,
about this franchise today.
I don't know.
Pens down,
G.I.
hands up,
Joe.
please. We start
Oh, I
with-
put red.
G.I. Joe.
Yes.
Snake Eyes,
G.I.
the first look at Snake Eyes came out today.
G.I. Joe.
I've never seen
Ethan?
any of the new G.I. Joe stuff.
Really?
I don't think I have
And
either.
the Outlaw.
Yeah, Joe, son.
I mean,
No,
they're not
8-8,
great,
8-8,
but
as we
there
No
are some
interest.
good things
Question
in there.
5.
There are some good things in
Question
there.
5 in the realm of mystery.
I know, Taylor. I was
Taylor
just giving you a hard
Sheridan
time.
Wrote and directed which 2017 film starring Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen, who were
Oh my
trying
God,
to
this
solve a
movie's
murder
incredible.
on a Native American reservation?
I hate this movie.
All right, Christian. I'm gonna
This
set
movie
you up
is phenomenal.
here. Touch this.
All right.
And
That
Brian
last
has
answer.
no idea what he's talking about.
They knew it, and
5, 4,
you had 2 shots.
3,
Wow,
2,
I
No
can't
one's
pull
got
it.
the
I
one.
don't-
Pens down.
I know I didn't watch
hands
this,
up,
but I.
please, and we start
Wind
with
River.
Oh,
JT.
okay.
Wind River.
I remember
Yes,
hearing about it, but I did not watch it.
Wind River.
Roca
Wind River.
and Liz.
Frozen River didn't have it.
Oh,
10-9. 10-9.
Frozen
Rushmore
River.
now.
Oh,
one
that's
point
close.
here. Lead and
King Kong, I am also very excited. The
That's
new
in the
Angelina
category
Jolie
of
action movie.
comedies.
Ah,
I'll take it. I'll take everything I can get for a point. Who stars as a rock and roll singer named Nick Rivers in the 1984 spoof comedy Top Secret?
I know that you'd love this question.
Oh boy.
It's just
I sing
1984.
surfing all the time.
top 5 funniest movies ever possible.
5,
Let's not get out of hand.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Kurt
down,
Russell?
Hands up, please. And we start with Ethan Urban.
I put Dan Aykroyd, but I
I
never
put
got-
Nick Nolte,
Yes, sir.
but
John Roca.
Val Kilmer.
Ugh.
Never seen it. Never heard of it,
an
actually.
infant named Val Kilmer.
Yes. And
He is so young in that movie.
he sure is. JTE.
Val Kilmer.
12-11. 1 point lead there by Rushmore. At the moment, we are at question 7 with JT, Roke, and Irwin. Perfect at the moment. Family
Hey,
film.
Malcolm, I do watch movies before 1990.
Paul Hogan and Elijah Wood star in which 1996 family adventure film about a boy who has to
No
spend the summer
way.
with his uncle in Florida only to make an unusual friend?
Oh,
there's
man.
just so
I'm
many
gonna-
great lines.
This is
Drive
gonna be
around with
obvious,
John
and I
Jones.
Oh
It
my
is.
God, I
Yeah.
can't believe this
Salt
question.
will last
I
forever.
love the fact that this question was
It's
just
a
asked.
perfect
I
comedy.
love this.
5, 4,
I can't think
3,
of it.
2, 1.
Flipper.
Hands down. Hands up, please. We start with Roke.
no.
No clue.
Liz.
I don't know if I've ever seen
Take
Flipper.
a while to get
Yeah,
it.
Flipper.
I've seen that. I forgot Elijah Wood was in that.
That is correct.
So Dolphin.
Concur,
And Ethan-
Flipper.
Wow. So only Ethan and
Nice.
JT staying.
I am
perfect
so
here.
happy
So
that Flipper got
13,
into
12,
the movie.
13,
trivia.
12.
That's amazing.
JT and Ethan still perfect going
I
into
couldn't
the
get,
final question, question 8.
What's up, Jeremy?
Question
Hi,
involving
Jeremy.
Paul Hogan. It probably involves an animal that enjoys water. Your final question in round number 1 is in the category of fantasy science fiction.
Yay. Be
For
something
1
I know.
point, Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan, and Martin Short appear in what 1987
Thanks,
sci-fi
TJ. Now you're going to make
comedy
me look
from
bad in front of
director
Malcolm.
Joe
I have no idea.
Dante?
So this is going to be interesting here. In order
Joe Dante.
for
Joe
Rushmore to
Dante.
keep their lead,
Sci-fi
JT has to
comedy.
get this one right if Ethan gets his right. And fine.
Yeah, I have no clue. I'm blanking. I got nothing.
Repeat the
Oh,
question, please.
Second
Oh,
one.
no.
First one. Fantasy sci-fi's category. The question: Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan, and Martin Short all appear in what 1987 sci-fi comedy
I have no
from
clue.
director Joe Dante?
let's just put a name down.
I think I know.
Question to round out a sterling round number one performance, really by all four competitors.
I love Martin
Great
Short.
so far. Exactly the
I
match we
think
thought.
this was
5,
in the 80s.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please.
Space
Liz,
travel?
The inner
This is
space?
it, but it's no empty boards. Flight of the Navigator.
That is incorrect.
Great
but
movie,
good
though.
guess. JTE.
That would be Joe Dante's Inner Space.
Oh,
Yay.
nice.
Wow.
Nice.
He does. And John
Ooh, I
Never
got
even
lucky.
heard of it.
Space.
Roca hits
It's
it.
a
Okay, so
shockingly gruesome film.
Apparently, we need to watch Inner Space as
Damn you, Paul
well.
Hogan. Damn you, Paul Hogan.
Joe Dante.
I don't think I
15,
haven't even seen it, but I
15,
know
13. So
Martin
now
Short's in
only
it.
JTE
Well
and
played.
Ethan will be answering these questions. Now you do have to write on the board because you both. Yep. All right. So here we go, guys. Are you
PJ, I
ready?
do watch
JTE?
Joe Dante movies. I just didn't see Inner
Ethan, are you ready?
Space.
Get him, brother.
Continue to always
Stop
be
yelling at me.
All right. Here we go. Which music star plays the protagonist Will Salas?
Oh my God, I love this
in the
movie so much.
2011 sci-fi film
Okay.
In Time.
Let's start writing and.
I think this is a very smart
Really
movie ahead of its
takes
time.
off.
I think this movie would have crushed
I knew
now.
this one at least.
Yeah.
This movie would have crushed now.
That's a
4,
guess.
3,
Liz, you knew the
2,
majority.
1.
You carried
Hands
our-
down.
Justin Timberlake.
Hands down, hands up. We start with JTE.
Is it Justin Timberlake?
It is. And Ethan?
In Time. What was this about? It
first
sounds
one
like
was all the way through
they had a
JTE
countdown on their
and
arm
Ethan, and
Oh,
Rushmore
that's
Season 2
right.
for 2
of how much
points.
time they had left, and they
Well,
essentially
well,
had to buy life.
Yeah.
Number 2.
yeah.
All right.
What?
Round 2.
It's
Mark, what are the
super
rules around number
cool.
2?
This
And-
is the
and there's
wheel
very, like,
round.
there's-
We don't
there's
have the kind
different
of money to ship a
sections
wheel
of
all
the
over place,
world,
so it's a
kinda like
virtual
Hunger
wheel.
Games, like
Each
different
team will spin it with
divisions
their
that
mind. Once they
lower
settle
class
on a
people have less
category of
time,
movie trivia
upper class
Schmoedown
people have
know-how,
more time.
you'll hear
It's super
5
interesting.
questions. No, let's make it 6 questions from that particular genre.
I
This
definitely
is
think
round
it came
number
out way
2, so
before
the
its
teams
time.
may confer amongst their members for each
See, look,
and every
I adore this
question.
movie.
We do ask that once you arrive
Time is
at
the
your
currency.
answer,
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's a
time
better
is
way of
say
putting it. Thank you.
final
I remember
answer
seeing
when
like
you usher it.
the
If you're not
trailer
sure of the
It was
for it, and I
about
was like,
answer,
oh my
ask
god,
multiple
it's Justin
choice. We give you
Timberlake. But
4
then I was like,
options,
I
which
don't
is
care.
the correct answer. The question is born a
I don't
2-pointer.
care.
When you go to multiple choice, it turns into a 1-pointer, and that's important because stealing, it's available in round number 2.
You know,
because
we
it is
play
the
every
team
question.
Format. Whatever
We
team
play
is not currently fielding their set of
I-
questions.
it's a
will be
valid
in a
point, but we
different
play
screen
every
where they
question.
have
I mean, I
no
know-
idea what
we need
questions
all the
are
help
being
we
asked
could
or
get.
they're being answered. If
Yeah.
there are any steal
I don't even think I
opportunities
can
at the completion
go perfect
of this
ever
set
in
of
order
questions,
to.
we will bring back the other team, and they will field them
Okay, we
at
get
that
it, guys.
juncture.
We get it.
Rushmore is living up to their bold mountain, and they have a 2-point lead over Lightning Time. So Rushmore, JT, John Roca, would you like to spin the wheel first or defer to your opponent?
So I watched
You
Doctor
say,
Strange
Roca, do we
today.
pour it on here. Spin first.
Yeah.
Hell
Fun.
yeah, that's what we
Spin it.
I
Another
think-
time movie.
There he is.
I think Doctor Strange is the reason the
Hear us.
multiverse is open, not Endgame,
Per the usual. Let's spin and put these guys away. Let's air 'em
Probably
out.
possible.
because
Hold on.
I have
Hold on.
no argument.
Brutal.
I like
Get
it.
him,
I like
get
it.
him out. It sounds like he's
He's
in
in
a
heaven.
garbage.
because he
Like that
turned
makeup.
time to
Is it
save
makeup done?
the Hong
I love
Kong
That is, where's your microphone?
sanctum.
What is happening?
Forget
It's
it.
Gucci. What do you expect?
Terrible.
Oh my god.
Why does he?
Don't even schedule him anymore.
Oh,
Here is
monster
the-
movies.
here is the spin.
Angela Bassett, Star Trek,
Come on,
Pixar,
baby.
Nick
You
Cage.
get us. Come on.
Come on, do some Nick Cage.
Round and round it goes.
Give me
Mel Brooks.
Pixar.
Opponent's choice
They'll never
working
pick
on
it,
there,
but
and they
Pixar.
might have lucked into the 2000s.
2000s.
What do you think, brother?
Yeah, I there's things on here I
And now
like
he's
less,
echoing.
So 2000s. I feel strong. Do you feel good?
It's a big category.
Yeah, we'll take 2000s.
That's
All right,
10 years
so
worth.
the
Wow.
team of
Okay.
Lightning Time has
Interesting.
Moved
All right.
to the other.
Well, good
room.
luck,
Both
everybody.
Managers are here, and we are going to start here with the 2000s. We'll start with this.
It's because he
All right,
uses an
gentlemen.
Android.
You'll find the supporting characters of Ned Schneebly, Rosalie Roz Mullins, and Summer
Oh,
Hathaway in what
Schneebly.
2003 comic?
This is Schneebly. Why does that sound so
That
familiar?
Schneebly sounds really familiar, Roka. Is that,
That-
sound familiar?
yeah,
No,
Ned
not at all. I'm lost on
Schneebly.
this one, man. Summer Hathaway? Is this
Wait.
something more or something like that?
Ned
No. You want to go to multiple
Five.
choice?
Let's get a
Schneebly?
repeat.
4.
Just
All right,
for this
repeat.
Schneebly.
All right, repeat first one.
Schneebly.
You'll find the
Schneebly.
supporting characters of Ned Schneebly, Rosalie Roz
2003.
Mullins, and Summer Hathaway in what 2000?
Oh my God, that name sounds so familiar.
Yeah,
It-
I
I know
Does
there's a Roz in Monsters Inc.
no.
No?
I don't think so. No, I think we
Okay.
should go.
If they go
choice.
multiple, I'll
Yeah,
get
I'm
it.
confident. Multiple
4.
choice.
All right. Is it A, Freaky Friday, B,
School of Rock.
C,
School of
Old
Rock.
School,
That's it.
D, Bruce Almighty?
It's the,
Oh,
it's,
pretty sure
Schneebly
it's
is his
okay.
roommate guy, the
Yeah,
teacher,
it's-
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll go
Yeah.
with School Rock.
Oh,
School
man,
Rock.
that
Final
is such a
answer?
good
Okay,
movie.
That is correct. for
Yeah,
1
it
point.
is.
That's so
Everyone
good.
gets the point on
All
that.
right. Here is question 2.
It's
Who plays
Schneebly.
the lead guitarist for Stillwater, Russell Hammond, in Almost Famous?
That's Billy Crudup because the singer is what's his face, right?
I agree with you.
I know, I wouldn't
Okay.
have pulled that.
Billy Crudup, final answer.
I need to rewatch Almost
You got
Famous.
2 points.
I haven't seen it in a
All right,
long
here
time.
is the next question. The next question. All right, here you go. Okay. Who plays the? Excuse me. Who plays Terry Polo's wealthy ex-fiance
Owen Wilson.
Kevin in Meet the?
oh
Parents?
yeah.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Let's go. Owen Wilson. Final answer.
I need to watch more movies.
He builds the gondola
Here you go.
for their wedding.
Wow.
Which
Wow.
Academy Award-winning actor stars as Goldthwait Higginson Dorr, PhD, the leader of the heist in 2004's The Lady Killers?
No idea.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it's got to be Tom Hanks. Yeah, go ahead.
Tom
Roka.
Hanks, final answer.
Wow.
That is correct.
Never even heard of the movie.
Okay. I was trying to think, but yeah, I mean,
Which 2007 film starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Jeff Daniels, and Isla Fisher follows
The Lookout.
bank robbers who tried
The
to
Lookout.
trick a janitor
It's
into
gotta be
being
The
an
Lookout.
accomplice on a heist?
I got this, Roka. You know it?
Yeah,
It's
go
the
ahead.
lookout. It's the lookout, right?
yes.
Is that what you
Yeah,
had?
sure. Sounds good.
Jeez.
Yep.
The lookout. Final answer.
What
That
a
is correct.
broad
2 more points.
category of
All right.
films.
Here is the final question. $1 Million Baby. Which MCU actor plays Sharrell Berry, who's an overzealous boxer and frequent tenant of Dunge's Gym?
Anthony Mackie, right?
Yeah, the Falcon himself. Go for it.
Ooh, really?
Oh, wow.
You say it just so you pronounce it correct.
Yeah,
All right.
Anthony Mackie. final answer.
Correct for 2 more points. So big round.
Hey, at
here
least
for
he,
the
you
team
know,
of
he owns
Rushmore,
it.
who
He
only
owns
have to go
it.
to multiple choice once and find themselves up now.
Yeah,
27-14.
Molly, you're right. That category,
Same
because
as-
it's every genre. It's like
Yeah,
it's
that
just
was
it's
all over the place.
That was
I loved what he did in that
rough.
first round.
I've
That
only
was
Not for
seen
them.
all out of all
Sensational.
those I've
no
seen
looking
School of
away,
Rock.
Liz. You crushed it.
And
okay?
well, I've
That
seen
was a
Almost
great
Famous,
first
but it's
round.
been a
I'm so
long
proud of
time.
you guys. I
Good
love
point,
you brought
King. Good
the
point.
energy
Yeah, I
and
mean,
teamwork from
Captain
the last round
America.
right into this one. Okay, the other team they had a pretty decent
Oh, yeah, right
round too. It would be kind of
There you
hard
go.
not
Nah,
to with those.
that's
but you did a
Captain
very good
That's
job.
Captain
I
America.
know you
And
guys
nah,
are going
that's
to
Zach
do
Burkett's
the
roommate.
exact
That's
same thing.
Kevin,
is.
that's my good friend
Talk it out.
Kevin.
Use that
Who is now an
wonderful
MCU
reasoning,
star.
that teamwork that you guys
He's
have.
he's always
and
going to
just
be
put
synonymous
together
as the
round two that I
guy
know you both
Yeah.
have
that
inside.
first calls him
Finish
Captain
up.
America.
He came to my birthday party a couple weeks ago, and a couple of people like saw him and yelled from across the room, "Hey, that's Captain America!"
What is the point of a non-alcoholic
That's awesome.
IPA? Like, I mean,
He
just
says
like-
it has not gotten
Great way
old
to end it
yet.
there with Liz.
so-
That's time.
No,
And
I
here
photoshopped
is
that
Sven
guy.
by Lightning.
Yeah,
That's
mine was
good.
non-alcoholic last night, but it might have had some other fun in it.
It was a broad category, but they absolutely crushed it. I mean, they got 11 points.
I know so.
Good.
All right, they got a voice.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Opponent's
Really?
choice.
Great.
Opponent's choice.
That's what we wanted, so it's fine.
What do you think, Roka? What do you think?
There's a lot of places to go here. I feel like classics.
I wonder where Star Trek.
What do you think
lands.
there, Tom?
I bet you Star Trek's up there. But like Roka just said, classics is another very broad category.
I agree with you,
What
Roka. I
about-
think classics is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
What is Gucci
mean,
doing?
They're gonna
What is he-
know classics.
I mean, we could go
Kind
Nicolas
of.
Cage and mess around with things, or maybe
What about
monster movies.
No, I don't. I have a
Star
sneaky
Trek?
suspicion. I think Ethan likes Star Trek, so let's not do that. Well,
Sorry,
I
everyone's
think
cutting out.
Gucci's just like Star Trek. I don't
Can
know.
you hear me? Everyone's cutting out.
I
I'm
can hear
sorry.
you. It's just
Okay.
that, he screws up everything he does.
All
So
right.
it is-
Oh
What
my
do you say,
god.
JT?
classic.
All right,
classics.
Christian
All
said
right,
it
well, let's give
himself.
a chance.
All right, so the team of Lightning
You
Time is
cannot
ready to go.
argue with
The
that.
opponent's choice. The opponent's
Oh, okay, good to know.
Good
to know. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Question.
yeah,
Mike,
yeah,
Thank you. Oh, right here. Thank you.
All
Thank you. Thank you.
right.
Thank you.
6 in total, each one worth 2 points.
what they
unless
give
you
them?
need multiple choice.
Classics.
Okay.
This one.
So we're just gonna sit back and see how they do, everybody.
Who directed 1954's White Christmas?
Oh, I love that
starring Bing
movie.
Crosby?
I don't know who directed it.
Alfred Hitchcock.
I would have. It's called. Isn't it called
I'm
Urban
kidding.
Berlin
I'm
White
kidding.
Christmas?
Yeah, that's a reference to the musical. I think we need to go multiple choice on it.
It's a. I mean, it's a musical, so
I mean, multiple choice, fine, please.
I might know the
Multiple choice
name.
Is for 4 options and 1 point. A. Frank Capra. B. George Cukor.
I
C.
like
Billy
Billy
Wilder, or
Wilder.
D.
I'm gonna
Michael
go
Curtis.
A. Frank Capra.
That's what I was gonna say. Frank Capra as well.
Those are some heavy hitters.
I think it's B. Is in, repeat the options, please.
I can do that once without fear of JT rule. Is it A. Frank Capra, B. George Cukor, C. Billy Wilder, or D. Michael Curtis?
I'm pretty sure it's George Cukor.
Agreed.
George Cukor, final answer.
That is incorrect. So
Ugh.
that would be a steal.
That's not a way to
opportunity.
start. That's unfortunate.
Right, here's
Damn this
question-
wheel.
Here's question 2. Question 2.
All right, because they're in the other stream, we were actually looking for Michael Curtis.
Oh. That was
And
going to be
the
my second guess.
For 2 points, what 1937 film starring Janet Gaynor had multiple remakes?
Oh, A Star is Born.
Star is Born.
God damn it! I didn't read it
Dang
fast
it.
enough. Oh
Star
man!
is Born, final
Final
answer.
Damn it!
That is correct, and they are on the board in round number 2. Christian, in the
Gutted.
category
If I would've
of
read that-
classics,
Ooh.
Gutted that
we
I didn't
continue to your
read that
third
faster.
query.
I just saw Gaga and went,
Who
ah!
plays aging outlaw Pike Bishop in 1969's The Wild Bunch?
Clint Eastwood.
I believe that's William
Jimmy
Holden.
Stewart.
Oh wait, no, he'd be really no,
William
he'd
Holden.
be old
William
in
Holden.
'69.
Thank
So
you. Yes, different. William Hurt,
William Holden.
not the right answer.
William Holden.
Yeah,
Final
William.
answer.
Wow,
That
that's
is correct.
that's big.
For 2
Or,
points. I'm like, all right,
Liz
well,
almost
who's
said the wrong
ageless?
William.
And
mm.
getting
That's
into 4
big.
points.
That is big.
And now looking to make it 6 in round number 2. Their 4th question. What 1957 live-action Disney film has a title character who is called the best doggone dog in the West?
No, Lassie.
No, it's Old Yeller.
I think we're gonna
Oh,
have to go multiple
shit,
choice with that.
live action.
Yeah.
Old Yeller.
All right. Your
Damn it.
options
Is that
for 1
Disney?
point. Is it
Yes,
A,
he's
Savage
right.
Sam,
Yeah,
Old
Old Yeller, baby.
C, Big Red?
I have
or
not
D,
seen it,
the
and I
Shaggy
refuse
Dog?
to see it.
I won't
Oh,
watch it.
trust me, it's.
I would go with A or C. Either
Oh
I would
no!
think it's Shaggy Dog. A Big Red sounds right, but maybe that's because.
Oh my gosh, I
What?
can't believe they're
Why?
not even thinking about Old Yeller.
And what was A?
Can you repeat the answers again?
They
What is
can't.
JT if you can't?
Oh,
For a
okay.
JTE rule, I can,
Yeah,
I can do that.
like
so I'll repeat
PJ
the
says,
question as
Molly,
well.
don't watch it.
What
No, I'm not going
1957
to.
live
But I'm
action Disney
I'm
film has a
shocked
title
that they're not
character who is
even
called
thinking
Same.
the
of.
best doggone
Same.
dog
Old
in
Yeller.
the West in the film? And your options: is it A, Savage Sam, B, Old Yeller,
And I'm not
C,
I'm not
Big
placing
Red,
them in a
or
box,
D,
but
the
them
Shaggy
two
Dog?
specifically, just because Ethan's a
I feel
studio
like Savage Sam
guy
might
and
be
Liz is a reporter.
I'll go with that. I truly have no idea. So
Oh my God,
sounds
come
good.
on. I haven't even heard of the other
Yeah,
three.
Savage
Yeah.
Sam, final answer.
Oh, they're gonna
It's
hate themselves.
incorrect. We're actually looking
Damn.
for Old Yeller. The
Damn.
heartbreaker that it is.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay.
Next was
it's gonna break Old Yeller, breaking my heart again and again.
We had that
And what that dog does. All right,
on
we have arrived at your
VHS,
penultimate
like,
question.
growing
in
up,
the
but
category of classics,
never watched
and
it.
it is for 2 points.
Oh
What
my
was the
God!
title of the first feature film?
Yellow
starring
Submarine.
The Beatles.
I don't know. I just want
I-
to say it first.
It would
I'm
be
not
a
sure.
hard day's night.
This is a Jill
Yeah,
question.
Oh.
So yeah, I agree. A Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's
Final
Night.
answer.
I forgot about that one.
And I've been working like any dog not named Old Yeller. Yes, that is correct for 2 points. A much needed 2 points. So,
Oh my
Christian, here's where we
gosh.
stand. Lightning Time currently trailing by 7. They can cut
Wow,
that
and
lead to
2
a much more
steals on the
manageable
board.
5
Oh.
points going into round number 3. If they can hit this last question, the category of classics. Here
I already
is.
said it too.
1962's The Longest Day depicts an epic day of combat during
World War II.
I know the answer to this one.
Go for it.
World War II. Final answer.
Your final answer is correct. And
We
World
said
War
the
II gets
same
you
We
exact
did say
thing.
that, yeah.
27 to 22.
And with the same level
So
of
now
confidence.
We're going to
Yeah, World War
welcome back
II.
Team of Rushmore for 2.
So I want to point this out. All of
All right,
those
gentlemen.
were actual Disney
So,
films.
You have 2 steal
Oh.
opportunities.
Really?
And Savage Sam is the sequel
Both for
to
one
Old
person.
War.
So
Oh.
Mark's going to give you the
They
question.
made a
Tricky,
sequel?
tricky,
Multiple
Jeremy.
choice
Tricky,
and tell you
tricky.
what your
Good to
opponents
know.
chose incorrectly.
They made a
Are
sequel
you
to
ready for
that.
your first one?
I know, right?
Yep.
Go
Terrible.
ahead.
God, I'm so
All right,
mad
category
I
is classics,
said
the
Lassie
question,
instead of
and I will
Oldie
also
already.
give your options for a point. Who directed 1954's White Christmas, starring Bing Crosby? Your options: is it A. Frank Capra, B. George Cukor,
I am
C.
sad
Billy
that I didn't
Wilder,
know this
or
because
D.
I watch
Michael
this
Curtiz?
every year.
Your opponents guessed George Cukor.
Christmas.
I think Michael Curtis is the answer here.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I hear the options again? Is that
You can
count as
hear
a
it once.
repeat?
You can
Okay.
hear- It's once.
Sorry.
You
go
can do
ahead.
it for once, and your options for 1 point: is it A. Frank Capra, B.
Mm.
George Cukor, C. Billy
Still
Wilder? or
terrible.
D.
Doesn't make me
Michael
wanna
Curtiz?
watch
Your
it
opponents guessed
anymore.
George Cukor.
D. Michael Curtis. Final answer.
That is correct for a
Oh,
point,
wow.
and now that
That's-
lead goes
oh
up to
my
6,
God.
and
8
they make it
points.
7 possibly.
Yes, yes,
Here's
yes.
the
Okay,
other
so now
steal
they had to
opportunity
answer their all
for
3 anyway,
Rushmore
but
at
now
the
it's
hands
just
of
like,
Lightning
Yeah.
Time. For 1 point, your question and your multiple choice options. What 1957 live action Disney film has a title character who is called the best doggone dog in the West in the film? Your options:
Broken
is it A.
knows it.
Savage Sam,
Yeah.
B. Old Yeller,
He was around
C.
then.
Big Red, or D. The Shaggy
kidding.
Dog?
I'm
the
kidding.
Old Yeller was probably his dog.
Yes, Savage Sam.
Really?
Could it
Really?
be Shaggy Dogs? That was.
I think it's because we're so
are you
young.
serious?
I think Old Yeller is the answer, but
You think so? Hey,
Yeah.
if that's how you're feeling. Go for it.
all right. Old Yeller. Final
Cool.
answer.
John Roca proving he's been on the
Dang.
earth a little longer than JTE. That is correct.
I don't know
for
what.
a point.
Yeah, maybe it is because we're younger that we know it. I don't.
Is the
maybe-
lead going into round
right?
3?
Never even
Bonus
heard of
and
those
the
other
category seemed to
3.
work for them as they
Interesting.
Now have a
Not
7-point
even-
lead
not
going
even
into
close.
Round number 3. We're going to bring
Interesting.
back the team of Lightning.
I thought they were all
All right, Mark.
jokes.
So our competitors are here.
I would have
Now let's get to the
thought-
rules of round number 3.
I would have gone
The
with
rules of
Clifford
round number
before any
3.
of those
The round
other
will determine the
3.
match.
Well, the
Each
big-
team
the
is
big
gonna
red
field
was
two
on there.
questions,
Yeah.
3 in total. Your first question's worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3 points. Your final
I
question
don't
is
want
worth
to,
5
Dad.
gigantic
I do not want
points.
to
Here's
jump
how
on your
we get
lap.
those questions from you, in a sense. Each team's going to give us a series of
Oh,
numbers. These
Kylo.
numbers may range from 1 to 20. You may not pick the same numbers as
there
your
he
opponent
is.
because each numeral does correspond to a unique category of movie.
Oh, you know
trivia,
what?
and mystery.
PJ Shaggy Dog
Probably
does
not
sound
all
familiar with
category of
Tim Allen.
mystery movies. Once we give you the category for your 2-point question, the team must decide which
Oh.
member is going to field that question solo. You may not rely on your teammate, nor can your teammate rely on you for then the 3-point question that follows. You may only confer with your teammate for the 5-point question. It is up to Rushmore now because they have the right to give us their 3 lucky numbers first. From 1 to 20, what feels fortunate, gentlemen?
Chuck, I think you spelled good wrong, but that's
start with
okay.
their-
No,
Oh,
that's a
Gord
good-
Bucky.
That's a good papa.
Oh,
Oh,
Gord
Gord.
Puppy.
And you want to take the third
Oh.
one?
Yeah. take the one.
Let's go 19.
Oh
All right,
man.
so 13, 8, and 19. All right, so now we go to
Yeah,
Lightning.
Snake Jazz. He's 90
do you wanna
pounds
do what we
of
did last time you
of
did?
Fat.
pure fluff. He's not fat.
90?
I'm
He doesn't
kidding.
look like he
15,
weighs 90
16, and
pounds.
17.
Oh,
Crazy.
trust me.
Does when
you
you
see
lay
him
on
in
top of
person,
him.
he is just
Coach,
he's
what's up, brother,
large.
man?
He's a
Can you hear us,
huge dog.
He's like Cartman. He's not fat. He's just big boned.
Big boned, yeah.
I'm in and out.
He is not.
I'm kidding.
Don't you dare disrespect my dog. I'll sick him on you.
We haven't
oh,
we haven't
please.
weighed Hilo in a while, but
Bumpy road.
he's
I'll
probably
go with that.
That's
getting
for
up there. We realized the other day that I think he's
All right.
Sorry.
I think
part
we're good.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
You feel good? We're in the
Yeah.
driver's seat.
Not
Thank
fat. He's-
you.
he's
Love
big
it.
boned. That's what I just said.
Tom.
Stop it, Brian. Real quick, I do want to, Brian. We actually had
60 seconds.
No joke. We had 3
Thanks for at least
people
being here.
who were possibly
Yeah,
going to
that's
appear
really
tonight.
nice.
They just couldn't
my
make it.
absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
And so we just decided to go us 3.
There
we're
is
not gonna,
one tomorrow.
You guys know
Yes,
what
there's
you
a
have to do.
guaranteed guest
You gotta
tomorrow.
have a
He's
killer round
locked.
two, okay?
He's coming.
Between
It's
the two of them,
happening.
between
But
JT and
schedules
Rocha,
just didn't
there
align
are more
today.
botched round 3s.
Very
Nick.
excited for
Then
tomorrow's
nip
guest.
cut. That doesn't really work.
I'll send you
Guys,
guys
know what
mixed
I'm
comment, but
saying.
he sent us a really nice
Okay?
comment
These
on
guys
yesterday's
have
reaction.
had
So-
epic touchdowns in round 3. And
Jake,
there's no reason they
he
can't do it
invited
again
you
now.
for
So what you gotta
whiskey
do
in
is just keep the
Scotland.
pressure on them. and
Dude,
go
let's do
perfect.
it.
And I know that you can do that.
I'll book a plane ticket right
That's
now.
all you got to do. And I believe that you can do it. And then once you do that, out of our hands. Then it's all about Jew Bears and Geppettos.
Oh,
Maxwell,
All right,
it's not.
thank you to Sam.
not
Molly,
not
JT
Maxwell.
left. All
the
right?
Jew
Just
Bear
remember.
is from
All right,
Inglorious
Mark, our
Bastards. He
teams
didn't
Oh,
just say.
okay.
He didn't just say
Lightning Time will be
random
going
thing
first.
about.
That's
Try to
well,
avoid
no.
the
Those are 2
TKO.
words that JT
They
has
chose
missaid and
category
misspelled in the
15.
Schmoedown in the
That
past.
starts
He
with
said
the
Bear
realm of
Jew,
new releases.
and then he misspelled Geppetto
So
completely
between
wrong.
Yeah.
Ethan and Liz, who would like to field that question solo for 2 points?
Want to try it?
Yeah, do it. You did it last time. You did a great job.
Yeah, Jill is everywhere
let's
in all places.
All right, your
Jill is
question,
rocking
2 points to
a full
Lightning
outfit
Liz,
of
Shannon Miller.
Ahsoka gear in
I love it.
Disney
What
World right
former
now.
wrestler plays the lead role?
Dwayne.
in the
No.
film?
Yeah, Dwayne.
Dave Bautista!
Dave Bautista.
Stop yelling!
That is correct, and
Yes!
time is on the board in round number 3.
Mike,
Christian.
like mouth
They
wasn't
are. And
gonna
now
say
they
it.
chose category 15, 16 for their
Oh,
threes.
man.
So
Oh,
16
woo.
is going to put them in
Sorry, Molly.
fantasy sci-fi.
fine.
Fantasy sci-fi.
Okay, Ethan, you have your 3-point question. Again, this is for you and only you to add 3 points to your team's total and to pull to within 2 of Rushmore's lead.
That's exactly
Your
what that
question.
is, King.
Saoirse Ronan, Jake Abel, and Max
Oh, the
Iron
host.
star in this 2013
If it's
You
young
would know a
adult,
Saoirse Ronan
science
if
question,
it's
you
young
freaking
adult,
stalker.
Brian knows it.
You stalker.
The host.
Yeah, the Oscars could use one of those. That is correct for 3 points. And Christian, it is just a 2-point
All right, just
ball
get the
game.
5.
Lightning
Come
Time
on,
can
they're on the verge
confer
of.
on their
Oh
5
man,
pointer, and if they
This
hit
could be
it,
Rushmore's second TKO in a row.
Answer at least one correct question.
Yeah, this is a big one for them because they're avoiding the potential -1 should they do it and stay in the game. Should they hit their 5-pointer, they chose category 17. Mark, we're going to start talking about some directors.
That's right. They do this a lot. And your question, which you may confer with your teammate for 5 points, and more importantly, to take a 3-point lead. How many Kevin Smith films
Or
has
Three.
Ben
God.
Affleck appeared in? We're going to give you 20 seconds.
Let's do it.
Four.
So you got
it's a guess.
Jason
Mallrats.
Amy. Mallrats.
Mallrats.
Yep.
Jersey Girl.
Appeared in?
James
Okay,
Allen
James
Bob.
Bob.
Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl. I think
5?
he's in Jane Bob's reboot.
Yep.
That's 5.
That's 5. That sounds right.
5.
I'm trying to think of
No,
other movies.
6,
Dogma.
3,
Dogma 6.
2.
Yeah, I knew it had to have been more.
6 final answer.
And your
Wow.
Oh, do they not
Wow.
have? Do they have any repeats left?
Yeah, they had 1.
J-T-E.
Wow.
The outlaw
Apparently, so Molly. Apparently, it's 7.
Oh my god, yeah.
Mark answer is
7.
7.
7.
Wow.
Mallrats,
So close.
Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jersey Girl, Clerks 2,
Clerks 2, that's what
Jay
they forgot.
and Silent Bob reboots.
They forgot
That was
Clerks
it.
2.
So, Rushmore,
You think that they're gonna have
winning a TKO victory here, picking up
Gucci
not
speak
only a
during
TKO for the Finstock
intermission.
Exchange, -1
I
there
mean,
for the usual suspects.
Does he
All right,
want to
guys,
sit
congratulations.
still
We're
and
gonna put
like
you
be in a
the
place with
waiting room as
Wi-Fi?
we wait to
Yes,
talk
sir.
to Ben Sturger. I don't necessarily know if we need Dagnino, but look, Rushmore
Exactly.
is scary. You know, like that's
Uh,
two, that's
yeah,
two straight victories. First one
I-
was a
Everyone
TKO,
should officially be on
and now
notice.
being able to
Rushmore has 2
TKO the press
TKOs in the
room
team's tournament up
coming out of that
against
first match, you're like, okay, you know, they did what
Lightning
they were
Time
supposed to do there.
and who
Doing
they
that
played
against
previously? Who was it?
Liz and Ethan.
Now,
That's
oh no,
a
that
tougher
was
task. So by doing that,
they
you have-
played.
You know what is very interesting. Now. I know
Oh,
Jen's going to get
jeez.
into this.
Oh,
as well, but,
press room.
That's
we're waiting
right.
for a
They
big
played press
outcome
room.
tomorrow. You've got the
Um,
team at Danger Zone. Dan Murrell, Ben Bateman going up against Adam Collins and Marisol McKee. That is a massive matchup in general. Either iteration tomorrow, but you know Rushmore is pulling for Danger Zone. At least you would think.
You would think, simply because it seems as though Rushmore has a list, Christian, and they are determined to get revenge on anyone and everyone that has ever wronged them.
Thank
and
you,
this
Saoirse
is them
Ronan.
competing at such a high level without really the aid of a manager that is
Peggy.
functional.
Hi,
At
Peggy.
least.
Hi,
Maybe
Peggy.
that's actually helping them, given who their manager is. But either way, a
Jersey Girl
super impressive
is-
victory over
I
an
think it's a good
incredible team
movie.
that got saddled with opponent's choice classics, and they didn't have a bad round number 2. They just simply couldn't muster the strength.
And for all of you
what
watching, if you
Rushmore
didn't know
was able to
already,
do
hey, good night,
on
Billy.
this
Go
day.
get some sleep, man.
Hi, Billy.
Go get some sleep.
This shows you two.
There's a
players who've been playing for a
TKO
long
for the
time,
FinSock
and in
Exchange
teams
shirt
in both
coming.
Roca and
Oh my
JT.
gosh.
They
Apparently, it's
strategized
going to
and they
be
maneuvered
dropped
their way into it,
tomorrow
and they got lucky,
during
obviously,
the
with
horror
opponent's
match. It's going to
choice,
be
and they used
available.
their advantage.
They have
So
6 TKOs
was
this
a
year,
good
which
first
is
round for
insane.
for both
That is
of them.
insane.
I mean, I'm
And
impressed,
for
but I'm
Rushmore,
not going to
they're
buy a
moving
shirt
on. So
about
Jen
it.
Sturger is with at least Roca and JTE. And we're going to find out what the hell's going on with them in just a moment.
Oh, thank God.
Later,
you're
PJ.
on.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you as
PJ.
always.
It was
Team Question
starting to
Writers.
feel a little
You and
found
Jeremy,
footage
thank you.
to me, I'm not going to lie. Anyways, congratulations, gentlemen. I feel like this is
I
a
wonder
statement
if,
win for the two of
his
you.
internet would have
because
been
let's
better
face
in
it,
his
a lot
Tesla.
of people had questions about how your team chemistry
Probably.
would work. I feel like we've addressed that, and it's a non-issue.
Malcolm, I'm allowed to be a
and I
hater
just feel like
because
JTE,
I am
you're playing
a
at
player.
a level of the game that we have not seen.
She has
from
more of a
you
right
in
than we do.
long time. I mean, how are you guys feeling after this win?
Listen, this is why I came back. This is why I decided
She can talk
to
all
come
the smack
back
she
and
wants.
show
Meanwhile, we
everybody
kind of have to
what they've been missing.
zip tight
and
just
what
a
I'm
tiny
capable
bit.
of. Again, out of sight, out of mind. I don't.
Brian,
this is what
but
I've
here's the
always been,
question: Did you
and come
design the
back
shirt?
And
Because if
fight
you
these
don't get one
opponents
for
and
free,
beat
then
them
yeah.
and
Okay.
TKO them. I would like to play round 3 at some point. I would like to answer round 3 points. I mean, I practice them all the time. Let's actually get to one once in a while.
Good question, Nick.
Listen, we're
Good
gonna see
question,
who
Nick.
wins.
Please.
If he can afford a Tesla, he can get better.
You
in
seem to
it.
be having the most fun you've ever had playing. I will say that. You know, at the end of last season, you seemed
coming in
frustrated. You
hot.
seemed
Wait,
kinda
let me do
down
this.
on the
Just
game.
excuse
to
me.
see the
Now,
face.
It's
I
I
would.
don't know. You just seem to be having a good
They're only
old
winning
time.
because title matches.
That would be called the Corky Mercs.
You try other
Yeah,
that's
the
true.
Quirky Mercs
Yeah,
is
just like your love life. It
being
doesn't quite
carried
work out, and then
solely
you find
by
that one that puts
Demolanta
all
right
the
now.
pieces together. Who knew that it was JTE? You know,
You
but
can
when
hate
I
the
knew,
dungeon all you
I'll
want.
tell you who
We're gonna
knew.
be on
I
top
knew.
for a
That's why I
long
reached out
time,
to-
baby.
I reached out to Tom. I said, we got to make this happen. And where are all those people who thought they were smarter than us, who've never played
Even if we're not on top,
this game?
we're the
who
most
said,
fun
"Why would you pick up
faction
JTE like that? Why would you?" Because you
to ever
respect the
exist.
greats. The reason we call ourselves Rushmore is because we want to be one of the greats.
Yes, but
as
you
a
didn't
team.
say first.
Kalinowski
You
ain't
said
laughing
winning.
so hard anymore, is he? We take care of business. We TKO'd the first round, and then we TKO'd Lightning Liz, Shannon Miller, and Ethan.
Hey,
Irving.
at least you admit it,
How
man. At
sweet
least you
and
admit it.
damn
Good
well
for
it
you.
is
I mean,
to finally
I'm-
Good
beat
for
Ethan
you.
Irving. Was
Shill.
one question away last
I love
year
that word.
having a band
I'm curious
by my
as
side
to
who has all the
who,
confidence in the world in himself.
for
and
all the
confidence in us
the
helps us get
shills,
over that
'cause,
line.
I
And
mean
we
that
handle
can be a
business, but we
derogatory
ain't done
term
here.
for some
The
people,
goal
but
is to get to
those who
belts,
consider
and we'll
themselves
try to
shills
make
to the
statement wins along
exchange,
the way. And
I
it's
just wonder
awesome
why.
knowing how to got a guy who's
Yeah,
Because
I
of the
think it's
players,
right
is it
alongside me, who
Gucci?
believes
Is
in
it a
himself and
combination of
believes
the
in what we can do as a
two,
team.
or is it
Tom, this
you've
is another
always loved the
TKO for
exchange, or is
You've
it
got to
like
be pretty
only
happy right now,
this
despite whatever
new
basement
season you
you're
love them?
currently
Like,
You know,
let me know.
I finally found the Wi-Fi that we needed.
I'm genuinely curious.
Sideways as well.
Also, this
I mean,
facts.
the bottom line
Facts.
is, you know,
Every design. Oh,
Anywhere
That's fair.
Roca goes, that's my faction.
That's fair.
Oh,
I can
okay.
appreciate a dedication.
People
to a
follow their
player.
favorite players in sports. It makes
That's
sense
not how
here.
that
I
works.
get it. I get it.
That's
And
fair.
like I said, I give you kudos for owning it, man. 100%.
I love Roca to death.
the steals,
He's
through
hilarious.
classics, fantastic.
As a human being, his
He acts
character.
old. He does act so old sometimes, though, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
but
amazing.
I mean, he does amazing character work, and
Yeah.
that
That guy's washed up.
that makes him great in so many other
You just saw. Again,
reasons. or
All right,
so many
guys.
other ways.
We got to
So.
talk tomorrow, though. Danger Zone versus Deception.
I'm curious in the chat.
Do I have
if you
to
got
ask who
just
you
start
guys want
putting
to win? I think it's
if you had to pick
pretty
one
obvious. Either way,
team,
you're
who's your
gonna be
team you're
facing
repping?
Babe, you ready?
I'm
A
curious.
faction?
Yeah,
we know who
factions.
Chuck
You
and we
gotta
know
be
who
pulling.
Snake Jazz
Face.
and we know who Raiko's repping as well because he's a Roka guy as
listen,
well.
I'll-
Rest of you, let us know.
I don't give them enough respect.
Where
to
does
be like, I
everyone's
wanna play them, I wanna beat them.
faction
I'll beat
loyalty
whoever
lie?
Whoever's good enough to make it to the finals, the playoffs. That's who.
Mix a Merc because
That's who we're
Eric
gonna
came over
play.
from Blind
I don't
Wave.
care which
Okay,
one
that's
of them
fair.
it
That's
is.
fair.
Either
He's a wave rider transferred
well,
into a
You know
view
my
crew.
answer. I would love to play Ben.
How can you
and
hate the
Dan,
dungeon?
But you know that's
So you're
explosive.
corruption star,
You
Drew.
guys together, you call yourself Danger Zone. Like
Dungeon.
I said
He's-
before, it's
he's
a dangerous
Dungeon.
name
I
to
will
take
say-
out.
Hey, that's the right answer.
Hey.
You never know with those two. They have
Obviously,
upsets,
Peggy's
and maybe
Dan,
Collins
duh.
Yeah.
after that loss to Dan.
Jeff's
has
a
got a little,
Dungeon.
I will
voodoo
say
he wants to
I
pull out on
considered
Dan
myself a
Murrow.
big
Dungeon.
fan of
I know what it's like
swag.
to have expectations right alongside Dan.
Finstock.
Murrow.
I'll say
It's a
that.
hard road. It's a heavy
Player
road.
loyalty,
That's up
not
the hill.
factions.
We'll- that's fair.
Brian,
We'll
also,
do
Brian
it.
Bailey,
Look,
stay here
no
for a second because I
tournament
did
has
see
ever
your
gone
comment
chalk. So it
about
would be
yesterday's
interesting
match.
if
So
this is
I'll
the
have
upset
Molly answer that here in a
before
second.
we
So stay
face them
tuned, man.
in the final. Would that be a shock for them? Either way, I'm happy, but you know, deep down in this devilish heart of
Corruption.
That's fair.
I wanna
That's
roll
fair. Who'd
the crap
you
out of
forget,
Ben
though? Who's
Bateman
8?
and
Where?
Dan Murrow to show them who
Corruption.
their
8, right?
team
Oh,
is,
no.
and then
No, there's
move
8.
on to those belts. One match at a time.
Stars. No,
Oh,
stars are there.
stars.
No stars
And,
are there.
and by the way,
Okay, who's not
we
there?
might have to get
1,
new
2,
shirts.
3, 4,
They
5,
might- they
6,
might
7.
start
There's
changing
8.
The name.
Oh, there is
to
8? Oh, yeah.
NCAO
Oh, sorry.
exchange,
I'm
not the
misreading the
Finstock
numbers. My
exchange.
bad. My
As
bad.
many
my bad.
TKOs as we're hanging on the
The
list.
Knights of
Keep
Ken,
doubting us.
Brian.
Keep doubting us. Keep making
Yeah,
up
I'm
excuses.
team.
All the
I'm
rookies,
team
just play all the
Omega.
rookies. Keep making up your excuses. We'll just keep collecting points.
See,
and we'll see
I
the
like
finish
the
line.
idea
Well,
of like
Finstock
following
Exchange with a
certain
misspelling on
players.
it with you
I did
two
too.
is quite perfect. So I'm actually down. For
I know.
that kind of
They're all
merchandising,
about like
Roka.
selling
You're a
merch.
genius.
Thank you very much.
So
JT, your record
buy
between
just
is
buy
15 and 3.
shirts of all the
You say that again?
factions,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
I mean,
you can
I-
just
That's
trade
damn
them out.
impressive for me.
I have 3
15
faction
and
shirts, and
3.
I don't know if I'll ever get a corruption or a
Does this make you
Finstock,
better
but
than
I'll support the
Snyder?
hell out of them.
Will this win and getting back to the
I would
belt
get a
Okay.
corruption
make you
shirt.
better than Snyder?
I think I
Gabby-
might
take
Gabby
some
has a corruption
convincing to
sweatshirt,
go
so
out
I have a
there and
reason.
think I was as
I have
good
a
as-
Yeah.
corruption
I'm
in
either as good or
Dungeon.
if
One
not
for
better.
Molly
Also,
and
if
one
I
for
miss a
Sean.
Question: did you see that last time you won a belt? This was him. He was just
Okay,
like,
so
"Ugh."
then who's
like
in the
I'm
chat?
cool,
Who's
steady.
everyone's favorite
'Cause I know I
player,
have a
past
great
or
partner, and
present?
I have a chance
Past
to
or
win
present?
No matter what. That's what we're gonna do when we go to the final.
Oh God,
Oh,
Well,
Spidey cat.
congratulations
I would
today,
follow
gentlemen.
Spidey Cat.
Tom,
Thank you,
you
Jen.
as well. You can go back to whatever it is you're doing. We don't even want to know.
We could
There's
probably do a whole
criminal
show
liability.
just talking about our
Can you
favorite
please mute
players
yourself for the
and
love of God,
what
so
we
I
love
can
about all
sign
the
off and
factions.
There's not some clicking in the background.
Actually, that's not a bad
Anyways,
idea.
congratulations, gentlemen.
That's not a bad idea at
best
all.
of luck to you. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
about the future
there
of
you go.
this team,
Fair.
Despite you two being
Fair.
absolutely
Yeah.
Very fair.
obnoxious.
Best manager in the business, Finstock.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, Mr. Brian Ward.
So as we see, they are very, very
there you go.
confident, as they should be, because this is
Mick, you're picking Molly over Eric.
These two.
You know what,
Roka
Snake
and
Jazz?
JT
I love
together.
that pick. I
Who
loved
would've
Matt
known
Nost. I was a big
they're
fan of
as
Matt
good
Nost.
as they are.
Roka and
They're
Bibbs,
really-
it's a tie.
Really good.
Danamar
together.
tied to my
They
all-time
played together, they
favorites.
trusted each other.
Cushing.
Yeah, it really was. And then
I've been a fan of
I
Tom
don't know,
since his
man.
first
Yeah.
appearance in the Schmoedown movie show. He
any
didn't
one of
get
these
any
three
respect,
teams-
and he still
any one of these
doesn't.
three teams that are
Well,
left
I
in
think he
this
gets
Aw.
respect, but it's also like,
Absolutely, without a doubt. Now, while I was
Oh.
enjoying my character,
Well, which Jake you talking about? Am I that Jake?
Hashtag,
Suffer through
yeah.
that interview. Two
Am I
things
that
came
Jake?
to mind. One, JTE's doing impressions.
Hashtag draft pick.
Fair.
Rich Little.
Fair.
Brian, if you
More
want to design a
importantly,
shirt for me,
it doesn't matter who Rushmore is going to play because Christian.
I mean,
would say
technically,
that
he already
if
did. You do
teammate
have an
could Never
avatar.
played in a Schmoedown before.
That's true.
They are going to manufacture a way to get it in
But,
their head.
yes, Brian
that
Ward,
the entire world is
a
doubting them,
Maverick
and it's all
designed
because
Molly
of
Damon
whoever
shirt,
they're looking
I'd
at
buy that
across
in a
the
heartbeat. defeat.
They have that somewhat psychopathic drive.
Crap,
to be
I just want to be
personally
a
wronged
part
by
of
them.
a live
Fact or
event
fiction,
at
that
some
was the
point
case
in
that we
my
saw
Schmoedown
today,
career,
and
so
if
that
that's the
like
case,
maybe
love that
I'll
they
see
match up
one
in
or
the
two
championship
Maverick
of this
signs in
tournament.
the
Look out.
I love that you're
Deception
saying you want to be a
4,
part of a live
Ben
event
Bateman,
and
and
all of
Dan
your
Murrell.
matches but one have
Oh,
been
well-
live, just not in
Yeah, it's also gonna be a
person.
good one once we.
You
see
know what I
Lightning
mean?
Time
Like
out there
like
again,
if we
too,
ever
because
do
it's
another
such an early- this
celebration,
wasn't
like
this is
fight
not
way,
this round. This
I
is a
want to be a
tournament
part
to
of
just
it
start
so
to get
that
the teams rolling,
people
and they
can,
already got rolling. They're
like-
1-1.
Tell Christian
They
to push
are
the
gonna have another
tournament
match
as
probably
far as he
sooner than
can,
later.
and
And
put
the
a
fact that
live.
We'll
David
start.
versus
We'll start.
Damon.
Well, did you
Out
see his
around
post
two and
today?
almost get back there
Because
in
you
round
saw,
three
you
was
guys saw what the
impressive.
CDC
But
said
we're
right
gonna hear
about
directly
masks.
Yeah.
from
Mhm.
Lightning
New York,
Time.
yeah.
And he
We're
put a
standing
post
by with
saying,
Jen Sturger.
CDC says this, my
Sam,
brain
I
to
still
Schmoedown
see
says
you
this and says,
with a
I love
smile
New
on your
York.
face.
Yeah.
I
So
still
he's
feel
obviously
like you've
thinking
gotta
about live
feel
events
great
here
about their
very, very
performance
soon.
today.
Oh,
You know,
I would go
all
to New
things
York in a
aside,
heartbeat.
It's really hard to compete
Yeah,
with a
depending on when
team
it
that
is,
does as
I would
well
absolutely make a trip
as
out to New
Rushmore
York
did in
for sure.
round one if you aren't going perfect in that first round.
I mean, sure.
Fair.
I think. I mean, yes, they did very well, but so did Lightning Time. And
Fan
God.
favorite Adam
I think
Witt.
at the end of the
Fan
day,
Here's the
favorite
thing.
Adam
by
Witt.
what, one,
If
maybe 2
I
points at the
was
end?
to buy an
How
Adam
many
Witt,
points?
fan
So
favorite
availability
Adam
of
Witt,
what? Is
I
it
would need
18
him to
points
buy
per
to
team
make
if you
it
guys
because
both
he
go
makes all
perfect
of his
and
own
to get as
shirts.
many as they did.
I do
love
want.
how they
I
did
want to
in
bring
round
this up
one.
real quick. So Brian
And,
Bailey said,
"Yeah, I mean,
formerly
look,
Rachel Cushing,
I
always
said this
Damon,
before, I
and
will
the
say it
Devil's
again.
help just comes
I
in with
will
a hot
never
shot.
ask
Do you mean
anyone
two-time
on the
loser,
usual
Alex
suspects
Davis?
for wins.
Wow.
I will
It's
only
almost
ask
like
that you play
it's almost like
your
he's
best
not
game
allowed
possible,
to lose
and
the game.
100% that's what these guys did today. And that will never make me
Uh,
sad.
Snake
IG
Jazz, I
Star
hope,
Wars.
Secondary, they both
I hope
played
Collision
like
would
absolute
be live in
champions, and I love
LA.
them for it.
Ethan,
Give me.
I don't
Sorry,
because
I'm-
it's so close. I don't
Yeah,
think they're able to.
that's true.
And LA is probably going to be one of the last places to fully open.
Like,
It would probably be very hard to lock down a location that soon close to the date because Collision's at the end of June,
Once you get that, I mean, what
and
are you gonna do?
that's going to be hard to do. I would go in heartbeat, but that would be very hard to do.
I literally am only gonna. We're
So
not
I felt
listening
good
to
about
anything
that.
anyone is
You know,
saying. It's so funny.
What
I
are you
would
gonna do?
travel.
I mean, look,
I'm
it's fine,
probably
it
only
happens.
going to travel
I'll
to
say,
places
you know, it was
wherever
fun
there's
playing
live
against those guys.
events. So I need them to go to like
Yeah, no,
new places.
They played great. They're great. They're great players.
I would like
And, yeah, it
a
was
live
just
event in
unfortunately one
Boston
of my
immediately.
And I think Liz,
Maybe
here's the thing.
let's take a
player who's
trip
ever
to
played the game
Seattle.
at a high
I would like to
level,
go see
when
Seattle.
you have that one game where you
Let's
Um,
do another
like,
Atlanta
it
one,
fell on
maybe
you.
in a
Okay.
different
That's
spot.
a badge of
Give
honor
me
in
somewhere in
Schmoedown. It
Texas.
really
I would like
is.
to visit
And
Texas.
You can wear
Well,
it for the
they're going to go back to
afternoon,
Booker
but
T's arena in Houston.
Beyond that, it's
Perfect.
silly.
Great.
I know
We'll go
you
to
played
Texas.
great, and Ethan knows you played great, and anyone watching the match knows you played great. And this
Give
is just part
Chicago
of the Schmoedown.
another round.
And part of being such an elite player is if you
Let's
miss
let
one
Marisol
question,
do
you feel
her
like that's the
live
end.
event in
And
Philly.
I can't let you do that in good
Which she
conscience.
said she has
There's
a
even
costume
that's
ready to
and,
go.
and Philly is
It's a consolation prize. No, I'm
There
just
you
keeping
go.
him from attacking.
there's a couple
the
people from
postman.
Philly, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
The above the stereotype, Kevin.
Yeah,
Anyways,
St.
Sam,
Louis.
1-1.
Yes, I'll take
she's
that.
already saying that you're likely to get another rematch pretty soon. Who would you like to see them go up against?
Honestly, at this point, I'm not. We're not going to be in. The,
I've been to one.
Oh well, we really want to take
no,
this
two.
person down and this person down.
Well,
it's still
1.5,
early
the
for,
worst.
You've been to
Lightning
one
Time, and I know
match
they have
live
a
event.
legacy
Yeah,
that
that's what I
you've
said,
been
half.
And you've been to an
and
award.
That
Yeah.
starts
Yes.
with match after match and victory after victory, and we are 1-1. We're playing 500 ball right now.
The
So
five-way
let's get
at
to that next
Celebration
match and
was
keep it going.
a very
And the sooner the better, because
intimidating
I know these
first
are hungry players.
match
And,
ever to
yeah,
play.
I'm not gonna stand in their way.
I remember
Whoever they
watching
wanna
that.
face,
That was
they can
fun.
face.
It
I love
was
watching
a
it.
lot of
Let's talk
fun.
singles.
We
You're
were
facing
just
Oyama
all
next
happy to
month,
be there,
finally.
and it was
How are you feeling about that
obviously
match,
a
and how
great
are you
crowd.
prepared
Everybody
for it?
there was Star Wars fans.
For
know
Mike
what you
Phillips
can do to
and
prepare for
Jeff
Oyama.
Nicholas,
He is
if
a
Ohio looks
multi-hyphenate when it
anything
comes to
like
his abilities, so
Ethan's
I'm just gonna
background,
go in there and see what I
absolutely.
can
Let's
do.
have
Look, I've,
an
I
event
watched
there
him in
immediately.
live. I saw
Absolutely.
Beat Snyder there. I've seen him play a bunch. I like the guy a lot. I think I got what it takes. But by the way, he's a guy I don't mind losing to. I really respect him.
Well, let's not
He's incredible.
put the cart in front of the horse. But I mean, he's
Molly
definitely
just got
one of
really
the more
excited.
impressive players that's come on the scene in the last couple of years.
I'll have to
and
wriggle
yeah,
my way
best of
into
luck to you
whatever
with that
event
one. And like I said,
they
Liz,
decide to do
please don't
at
beat yourself
Celebration.
up over
Hopefully,
this.
it's just
You
another
are-
fun
the leaps and
five
bounds
or
that you've grown
like
in this
heck,
game
do it
are
like a
just-
10-way match.
They're very
You know
evident
what?
to
You know what
everyone
would
that
be
watches you
what
play,
would
and
be
your
great
passion for
is
this
I
game
would
is
love
very
to
evident
see
for
it. I don't know
everyone
how
watching,
they'd be able to pull this
replay.
off.
So
but
take this
a
loss as
smaller
learning
version, a
experience and
Star
as a
Wars
badge of
free for
honor,
all at Star Wars Celebration.
We'll go from there. Okay.
Where you bring people in it. I know that would be
gonna see
very
more
hard
dog
with
fiction.
questions, but that would be the way to do
So,
it. You
yeah,
would have
Jen,
all the
absolutely
Star
right.
Wars
I mean,
competitors.
I think Jen and Sam said it.
At Star Wars Celebration competing, and I'll say this too. I apologize for all of us talking over the interviews, but we just got in the heat of a conversation about great stuff happening in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, you guys said
It
we were
happens.
too quiet, and then immediately we just.
But seriously, like, if it ever were to happen, and I know that it'd be hard, but a Star Wars free for all, just a very small version. Maybe like you limit it to like 10 players or something, or maybe 8, like a tournament. You limit it to 8, 1 per faction, and you do a free for all at Celebration. That would kill.
I mean, yeah, if you do it at Celebration, it would probably be already pretty limited, and everyone who are going to be at Celebration anyways could be in it. Me.
That's fair. That's fair.
That would be fun.
There's so many places that it would just be so fun to go do. Jill's just sent us a picture in our chat. She's drinking green milk in Galaxy's Edge.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so jealous right now of her.
She's traveling the world, and she traveled she traveled Earth, and now she's in a galaxy far, far away. This woman
and yes, to all of you in the chat, yes, it would be 70 hours long. That's true, but it might be a cool idea. And I do want to. Oh, I mean, maybe he would have more than 60 days. Maybe. Maybe.
Oh my God! Please. Please give me a freaking live event where he gets noticed for 60 days, and oh my God, give it to me.
I mean, Mick, Damon versus Damon. I would love it if they saved that for like a special celebration panel or live event.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, that would be really cool to the Damon versus Damon in Star Wars. It would absolutely make sense. Absolutely makes sense. Real quick, I did want to say thank you, Peggy. She messaged me and she said Christian said on SEN today that New York in October was looking more and more of a possibility, and so it looks like it might be happening.
In October?
I know that's the worst month.
It's the one month that all of us are like, oh,
that's the month that I'm probably going to California. Oh my gosh! All right, well, we'll figure that out.
This would also be a lot of fun. Star Wars free for all with only non-Star Wars players.
For the love of God, yes.
Yes,
give me players that have like watched Star Wars one time.
Yeah,
maybe even not ever seen it.
And you need to have Adam Witt and Mark Ellis host the match because it would be absolutely incredible.
No, because then we would never leave. We would never leave. It would never end with the amount of stories that go on between us.
It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. Okay, I'm going to reel it back in for a second. Okay, so real quick. Rushmore beats Lightning Time by TKO here. Huge victory for them. Look, we expected Rushmore to be good because it's Roka, it's JTE, right? They're kind of a heavyweight team. When they came together, it just made sense that they would click. They are clicking on all cylinders. Everything is working incredible. JT is looking like even better than when he was before. Roka is playing at his best. It looks like he looks very comfortable. And Lightning Time just ran into a bunch of just struggles. They obviously got opponent's choice, threw them for a loop. And that's kind of really what was the game-changing point in the match because they were 3 points down after the first round, and the second round just put them in a bad spot. Weren't able to recover. Had a tough 5-pointer. But we're going to see them again for sure. And Liz and Ethan aren't going away, but Rushmore, wowzers. What a match by them.
Yeah. Like, Lightning Time strikes me as... strikes. No pun intended. They strike me as the kind of players who don't... I mean, they probably study, but they don't do, like, intense amount of studying like some players might do. I think they just have a lot of movie knowledge just in their brains, kind of like Alex when it comes to Star Wars. And so it bums me out to see them lose, but yeah, I can't deny it. Rushmore is killing it. And I don't know, it feels like it always comes down to the wheel. I was really sad when it hit opponent's choice.
I know.
And they just they just struggled there, and Rushmore got a couple of steals. But, I mean, Roka and JTE are playing really, really well. Like, some of the best games of their career, I think, I would say. So, props to them. I mean, I don't know if they're just doing a bunch of studying together on their own. Who knows if Gucci's helping them or just like Hey, maybe I'll show up if my internet works, But
I mean, collectively, they are 4-0 this season. They are 4-0 this season, and they are looking very strong. They have 3 TKOs between the two of them. And yeah, they're looking very strong. Brian, this is they're looking better than what we expected them to look.
I would say they're exactly what I expected them to look. You have to have, as Mike Kalinowski said, you have to have some balls to name yourself Rushmore. And if you're gonna name yourself that, you better perform at a level that name entitles, and they are. And so, I mean, of course he's in his own Tesla world, but they're playing exactly what I expected a team like that to be playing, especially if you have the confidence that they have to name themselves that. So, I mean, they're killing it. I'm not surprised. It bums me because I still think Deception's going to win tomorrow, because I just want to see Rushmore versus Danger Zone.
I'm the same exact way. I think Deception is going to win, but I want to see Danger Zone Rushmore.
So we'll see. Will I be bummed if Deception loses? Sure, I like them, but I'm not going to be disappointed because I get to see the match that I've been itching to see, because the amount of crap talk between those four, well, I should say, Dan's gotten sassy, is going to be amazing. So, yeah. I mean, Roka and JT are playing exactly how I thought they would. And to be completely honest, if Danger Zone does play them, I don't know, I could confidently say I would pick them over Rushmore. So
yeah, I mean, either way, it's either a Dan versus Roka match, which is what we want, or thanks to Chris here, or no, that's not Chris. Excuse me, that's Chris. Adam Collins TKO'd Roka last year.
Yep,
that's also so. Either way, Roka's going to get what he wants. He's going to get a match. Obviously, he wants to play Dan more, but he's going to get a match where he's playing someone that he wants a little bit of revenge against. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing a reaction to it. We will be here with special. Should we reveal our special guest?
We could just tease.
Let's tease through Twitter.
Let's tease what division they are on.
No.
They're not going to guess.
No. Just tease through Twitter all day tomorrow.
I'm gonna say what division they're a part of.
You guys.
And then so we are having a Star Wars player on with us tomorrow to play regular movie trivia.
And it's not Alex.
Yeah. It's not Alex. It's not Alex. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This person is very excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, join us tomorrow. Us three, as well as our special guests, will be playing along and reacting to Danger Zone versus Deception. But before we get out of here, real quick, Molly, because you weren't here yesterday, some people were asking in the chat, what do you think about Harper? The way he's been playing that match yesterday, what do you think about all this?
Harper, I mean, I feel like I've said this from the beginning, but he scares me.
He's a Terminator.
He really is. And
that should have been his name, to be honest.
Not only just like his character work, but like when he is playing the game, he is just locked in the zone. Nothing phases him. Yeah, we watched the match yesterday. I did pretty well. I'm not gonna.
They're guessing Star Wars competitors, and William put Ben Bateman.
Ben Bateman will be on with us. Yes.
Oh, man,
that was good. Sorry.
I mean, Thomas is amazing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Thomas has the belt within the year.
There's a huge possibility.
I'm gonna say that and put that into the universe, because it would not surprise me in the least if Thomas were playing for that belt before the end of the year.
Yeah, so and Mick, that's a really good point. We do want to ask him about his hat, but I will say this. So if Thomas, like
Absolutely.
hypothetically, if Thomas wins the tournament, if I'm not mistaken, he's gonna play in a number one contender match, which will either be against Alex or Laura / Dimolanta, who doesn't have the belt.
I think
No, he plays the
I think
champion.
Dimolanta plays
No.
Laura, and
Yes.
the winner of that match will play the winner of this tournament.
Yes,
Oh,
so
really?
they're gonna play in a, yeah, they don't get a straight title shot like
Oh.
last year. It's a little different. So Thomas is gonna play either Laura or Andrew, depending on who wins that match at Collision. And quite honestly, like, look, that's
I love
terrifying.
that. I love that you're
That's terrifying.
already speculating that Thomas is going to
Just
win
yeah,
it
like
when there's still Ace and Sean.
Hypothetically, I'm
Marie
talking about it.
and
There's
Zach and Gold Leader.
I am hypothetically talking about it. Okay, there is a huge possibility that because look, he won his first round match, he could have the belt within 3 matches.
yeah. I mean, it wouldn't shock me in the least. I will say I'm loving the questions that we're seeing. I'm loving the like not so perfect games because it felt like for a while there, like if you're a Star Wars player and you don't play perfect, you're out.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of pressure. Like
Yeah.
if you
I mean, look at Alex's match. If we were going by those rules, he would have been done by the first question of his match
Yeah,
against Dimolanta. So
and you know, he said himself that he feels like he didn't play very smart, and by that I think like not going to multiple choice in the second round. But that's just something like as a Star Wars player, you're like, well, I
How
can't
can
go
I?
to multiple. I can't risk it because then I'll
Yeah.
lose by 1 point or you know whatever. So I'm glad. I'm so glad that they're stepping up the difficulty in the questions and just let's get rid of the stigma of like Star Wars players having to play perfect because it's hard. It's hard, guys. It's hard.
Absolutely. And look, Star Wars has been the best division so far. I have no doubt that it's going to continue. But yeah, so that is everything today from us, guys. Again, we're going to have a Star Wars competitor with us tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be here reacting, playing along to Danger Zone versus Deception, possibly the best match this week. And we're going to see how said Star Wars player does in regular movie trivia. It's going to be a blast. We're going to be right back here, 6 o'clock Pacific. And we look forward to all of you joining us. Thank you again, guys, so much for hanging out with us. Congratulations to John Roca and JTE for moving on in the tournament to the final match. And they look ahead to see who they're facing tomorrow. But for now, that's going to wrap it up for us. And so for Brian, Molly, and myself, thank you again so much for hanging out with us, guys. Check us out on all of our good stuff, Twitter, all of our other YouTube channels. Check out the Patreon, all kinds of fun things going on here. And we'll be back here tomorrow. So again, thank you again. And catch you guys tomorrow.